Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another edition of First 40 Turns. Coming at you with Scythia, she of the horsies. So, really not anything you can do other than just go straight military with her. She's a lot of fun to do it with because you can put together a wicked cavalry in a wicked hurry. I'm just noticing now as I started this, we don't have horses. That's not good. We would definitely have to go out and search for horses and settle them as quickly as we possibly could. But her ability is off the charts. Receive a second light cavalry unit or sack a horse archer each time you train a light cavalry unit or sack a horse archer. So every time you build a light cavalry unit, you immediately get a second one at no extra cost. Hey, Sailor Roy, how you doing, bud? Yeah, so pretty crazy stuff. This is useless. I mean, she's. Yeah. I mean, if you wanted to do some sort of bizarre religious victory with her, you can go ahead. The sack of horse archer isn't bad, but it's not great. It's good because you can move in. Like if there's a whole bunch of opposing units that you want to take care of, you can kind of move in quickly and get first shots on a lot of them. If you have like a wave of them coming in. My one kind of complaint is they don't particularly have, like they only have 25 range strength. Like it's not that great, and they only have the range of 1, so you've got to go right up next to them. If they had a range of 2, I would say they're quite strong. Or if they maybe had 30 range strength, something like that, I would find them to be a lot more useful. It is nice that you can get a second one of them for free, right? So you can build 4 of them or 6 of them real quick to help your flanks as the rest of your units move in. But yeah, the biggest thing that she has is this people of the steppe. It's very strong. You can exploit the crap right out of it. We can chop down a bunch of these stone and just build ridiculous amounts of horses in a hurry, which is key. You want to make sure you get there quick. The reason why you want to make sure you get there quick is because horses are only relevant for so long. Once the AI gets to crossbowmen, horses become irrelevant in a hurry. And it doesn't take the AI that long to get there. So you want to get to them quickly, maybe take out a couple civs really quick, and have a really big kind of fleet. And then, of course, you'll want to make sure at some point you're going to have to go to heavy cavalry and get some heavy chariots that you can turn into knights. And then that can kind of almost your mid game. And then, of course, your horses, which you should have 20 of or more. You can then upgrade into cavalry, which is your next light cavalry unit, and then you can start to accelerate again with tons and just wipe out the rest of the units. So yeah, very strong militarily, especially early in the game. But you got to make sure you accelerate quick. Now here we go with this start. Like I said, no horses kind of does suck. We could take a quick look around. Not that it really matters because we're settling in place as far as I can tell. Very interesting though. This is a 2-2 city center. Nice tiles up here. We still haven't seen horses, but it'd be nice to. That's a potential city. Certainly, 3 maybe 4 cities is all you're really looking for in a military game to get started as well. It's too bad that I guess that this is a 2-2 and that we're keeping a 2-1. But any place you go is going to be a turn 2 settle, and I'm not a big fan of that. Although, you could, I suppose, go to here. That could have been an option. You would keep a 2-2. You're not moving towards anything good, but it would give you a little bit more room, and it'd save a 2-2 tile. Yeah. I think expanding the space is good. And I think that this, right there, may very... Well, no, maybe there's a pathway through, because it only has 5 appeal. Or sorry, 4 appeal. If it was 5 appeal, I think so. I think there's probably a pathway through here. I'm going to go ahead and go for a slinger here, and I got a couple reasons why. First of all, it matches up well with our growth. But also, because if you take a look here, we want to push the horses as fast as possible, and one of the things in the way of that is archery. So getting that slinger kill to push through archery faster is absolutely of grave importance. One thing you would consider, though, is possibly going mining first, because that would become a 2-3 tile. If you did get that early OP barb hut, or goody hut, and grab yourself a free builder, you'd want to be able to turn these 2 tiles and even that tile into 2-3 tiles and make yourself super productive early in the game. So that's the way you'd want to go there. Next turn, and away we go. I'm gonna come to here. Look at these tiles. Wow. This is really nice because we didn't even go New World Age. So in order to see this really nice land is really advantageous when you're on a map that's not New World Age, because you know that not everyone's getting this beautiful land. But look at these fabulous tiles. You go 2-2 city center here, a couple of 2-2 tiles, 1-3, another 2-2 there. I mean, there's all kinds of strong stuff to work in a city center right there. Sack of horse archers, yeah, Shuffman, sack of horse archers. Kind of, yeah, not bad. Oh, geez, we're actually on the... That's probably a good idea. I probably could have done that. Continents and Settlerlands. Yeah, I never even thought to check that. But yeah. So that's actually a good spot for a city. This is really good defense against the wall. Not that we really need to worry about defense, but very interesting indeed. I would actually consider doing the settle here. I'm going to tell you why. It makes you have a little bit more space for your capital. You're not squeezing it in. It gives you 4 tiles in between. And you're not losing anything, and you're just actually gaining more hills that you can turn into. It's still a 2-2 tile. You don't lose the chop here. You still have strong tiles, like I said, to work with, and grab the growth off of. So that's actually a good spot. Not to mention, it gives you a city on the coast, and if for some reason you had an adversary who had some coastal cities and stuff, you could choose to maybe mid-game throw out some frigates or something like that and go help take out some guys while you've got land units doing the rest. We did go with a Pangea, which I often do on a military game, but there's no reason why you couldn't possibly end up going... there's your boost of masonry. There's no reason why you couldn't squeak out some... land or boats and go take out some guys. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily worry about building a navy on a Pangea, Leroy, but I wouldn't even think about the harbor, to be honest with you. I'd just build the commercial hub somewhere up in here and be done with it. But yeah, if you run anything other than a Pangea, it'd be certainly a great harbor city. Oh, this guy's just trapped himself. Yeah, look at these hills. It's ridiculous. Super productive city. Couple of luxuries as well, which is nice. I would have to go out on a limb right now and say that there's going to be a luxury on that tile right there. Because I don't think, or there could be one here as well, I guess. But those are the only 2 tiles that we haven't seen for our capital. And unless this is a mountain, I think, right? Maybe that's not a mountain. Maybe that's a luxury. But in any case, you don't ever really see a capital that doesn't have a luxury within reach. And right now we don't see one. So if I had to guess... my guess would be... I'm going to let him heal for a turn. He'll come back. I'll hit him again. He's dead either way now. If he'd have kept moving, he could have gotten away after 2 hits, but now he's going to get 3 hits no matter what he does. He's a dead man. Now, what you can do in this case is stalk him, force him in a direction, and stalk him so that the slinger can get the kill. Monument. No, settler. Sorry. What am I doing? I was thinking I was in my second city. A little bit of a brain fart there. That's okay. Everyone take a deep breath. Alright, we're going slinger here. Now, we're working a crap tile, but in one turn we do get to another good tile. So thankfully we'll be able to get to that. We don't have enough money to buy a second tile anyway right now, but we only have to go the 1 turn with the 2-1 before we get to a 2-2. Although I'd like it if it went to there. Out of curiosity more than anything, I kind of want to see what's up there. Okay, good stuff. Keep this moving. What I'll do now is I'll step to here so that he has to go there. Because if he ever went this way, he could start to get away from me. So this way he has to go there. And then by the time he goes to there, I can go to here. And then no matter what he does, I'll be able to trap him again. So the slinger is absolutely going to get the boost. 100%, no doubt about it. We've now gone to 9 and 9. We're even on this for our pop growth and settler finish. So that's good. You're going to there. You want this guy to stay here because you don't want him to be able to move back. No matter where he goes now, we can trap him. If he goes here, he's dead. If he goes here, he's dead. If he goes back there, then we trap him by moving to here. So, slinger, kill, dude. In fact, we could actually, if we wanted to. Yeah, you know what? We can go here. Find the barbed hut. Interesting. And then, no matter where he goes, he's still dead because he can't get away. We trap him. He's gonna step to here because
when you find yourself in a hole.
His primary focus. Did he just stand still? He didn't even move. Interesting. His primary focus is always going to be to avoid contact. So he always steps away from being in a position where he'll run into anybody. So there's 2 things we want to be able to get to, of course. Like I said, we want to make sure we get the bronze working always in a military game so you get your encampments going and find out where iron is. Finding out where iron is key. And we also want to be able to make sure we don't wait on horseback riding. So those are kind of 2 things we want to make sure we do. So killing 3 barbarians is great. I actually don't mind the idea of having this warrior stalk this until it spawns a unit, and that way we'll have 3 units to kill that we get the boost immediately to bronze working. So there's kill number 1, and I would move to the ideal terrain here and surround it. And now we basically just stand here and heal, and eventually look at this freaking land. Another city over here could be fantastic as well. Like that. Perhaps we see what's going on here for a 4th city, but then that'd be about it. Plus, we would also have the option to get lots of great, like, this city's campus could go here. And then, commercial hub, encampment, get a triangle going there for a nice adjacency on that campus there. And then this city over here somewhere could get a great campus probably as well. So, you don't have a lot of cities, but having cities with nice adjacencies would be very helpful. This guy continues to heal. This guy will move in to position so that he can help with the destruction of the final 2 guys. Hopefully they pop out a unit over here and this guy can come in to help. Like that. He often does that, eh? They'll often do that when a barbarian sees a slinger within 1 tile, they will often step out towards it. It's kind of funny the way they do that. He may actually take a hit here too, even though I'm on nice terrain. But he'll eventually go back. Some nasty weather out there, folks.
At his best.
He went ahead and grabbed the hit. I'm gonna take the promotion. Now, this is an interesting position. You don't really need to push to slingers and stuff. We haven't met another civilization yet. We're not gonna be worried about. At least, it doesn't seem like we're gonna have to worry about a forward push from any other civilization. So you don't need necessarily to push to the policy card right away, because you're really only looking at maybe 2 more settlers after your first at the most. So worrying about colonization or even that's not that big a deal. Being able to get the trade route going is nice for sure. So going craftsmanship in order to really, you're going to get to a point where you get craftsmanship in there. You can spit out some of your slingers, get those archers going. Again, you're going to be on the offense. You're not going to be that much defense, but you do want to get that little bit of archery going. You can turn them into crossbowmen later. You want to have that little bit of help with your flanks as you're pushing in with your cavalry and stuff like that. Yeah, that's an interesting idea, Boom. Yeah. Boom in chat here was just saying how having a scout and a slinger together is an interesting way to go ahead and take out barb camps, because you can have a scout. Let's say you came in here and you had a scout step in there and a slinger step to here. They don't ever, for whatever reason, ever want to attack a scout. They just see it as a peaceful unit or something, but they never go out and attack a scout if you step next to it. But they will absolutely step out to a slinger. So you put the slinger here, they step out, the scout steps in, clears the hut, and then it's just an all-out battle, and you're typically going to win that. No problem. Especially if you have the ideal terrain of some sort, hill or whatever. But yeah, it's an interesting idea. If you have a sling and a scout in the area. Very interesting idea. I've never really exploited that before, but it's certainly smart. Here's our... that's going to help a lot, the barbarian strength. And we'll, of course, always God King. It's just the way I go. Some people don't do it. It's the way I do it. So do it. Oh, there's the warrior. Perfect. This guy's on ideal terrain, so he can just... And he's already completely fortified, so he can continue to stand there. And then we'll continue to run this battle. He's a dead man no matter who he hits. And then this is an easy win. That's your 3 bard kills. Boom. Just like that. You've got yourself a boost. Tebron's working. He's a dead man. You can see there, 1 hit, he took 58 damage attacking into a fortified unit on a ideal terrain. He just got absolutely baked. This guy can just stand there. He's already in position, so he'll continue to heal. And then just this unit. Next time he hits me, and then I'll just step onto it. It's no problem. Stand in location. Now you're probably thinking, oh, why don't you just take it now? You'll win that battle. I probably would win that battle, even though he's on ideal terrain. But why give him the defensive bonus when I know he's going to attack me? I'll take almost no damage. Then I clear the barb hut, and now my unit's almost completely healed. Whereas if I attack into that, I'll probably lose close to half of my health. Not half, maybe over a third. I would lose probably. I do have the +5 on now because we finished Code of Laws. But yeah, I would lose a bunch of health. Whereas this, I will lose almost nothing. When he hits me, I might actually do more. I'm at 97. He'll probably do 10 damage, and I'll heal 10. So I probably won't even lose anything at that point. It is raining hard out there. Oh, it spat out a scout. Hey, look at that. That's cool. Yeah, look at that. It hit me, and I took more damage. Or sorry, I gained more damage than I lost when he hit me. So you can go ahead and clear the barb hut. There's your era score as well. And then you take the hit here. He'll go aggro and attack me. But he'll be dead next turn anyway. That's actually 4 barb kills. As it turns out. Settler in 1. Very interestingly, could be something cool up here that you could go and settle. But this is a great city to settle right off the get as a number 2 city. so we'll go grab that for sure. No doubt at all. I'm not sure how much you can hear of that crazy storm outside, but I apologize for any poor sound issues you might be having. There's our first Civ. That'll be our first victim. Any guesses? I'm going to say maybe... I'm going to go ahead and say that's Victoria. No. I explained that already, Sailor, right at the very beginning. Why I went Slinger. You go Slinger because you want to make sure you get that boost to archery as soon as possible. Because you want to make sure you've got it heading to horseback riding. That's why you do it that way. Now that we've got the boost to Bronze Working, you want to push to that real quick so you can place your encampment down and get the location of iron. Specifically because lost my train of thought there. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna go builder here now. Like that. That way I can work these tiles, make ourselves very productive. I was gonna say something else and I forgot what it was. I don't know. But yeah, get the builder out. I'll be able to get the boost to craftsmanship, which will be nice. I don't know. I can't remember. I was gonna make a point, and then I read chat, and I lost it. That could potentially be hail. I'm not gonna lie. If it's not hail, it's really big drops of rain. No, that's a little bit of hail. Oh man, it was the first 3 days of this week. It got to 30 degrees, and it actually hit 33 one day and 34 another. And now we've got hail. That's the luxury of living beside mountains. Insane weather. Continents, appeal. I was gonna look at something here. Oh, no, sorry, settler lens. I want to look at settler lens. Okay. And then I was also gonna look at the. Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, I just want to make sure I could build a city there and not lose. Oh. Thanks to the introduction. Oh, yeah, there is a pathway through there for sure. Oh, that's interesting. There's a barbarian here. We're going to have to double back. There's definitely a pathway through here, let me tell you. You're going to move back there. Oh! I was wrong. I thought it was... They're very close. I thought for sure it was going to be... It is crazy out there. Oh no, it's not the capital, no. Sparta. So probably settle a city like there. Put us in good range for a nice science district. Lots of production here, some farming there. That's lots. I'm bringing the slinger back this way because we're definitely going to have units coming from a barb hut. Yeah, well, I don't like you either. I don't like the... Interesting game ambiance. What's that? Can you hear the outdoors? It'll die down very quickly. It doesn't ever last long. I'm gonna cross over here and come back up through there. Okay, this is the derpiest thing to do in the middle of a YouTube video. I apologize. I just gotta go see what's going on. It's it's like golf balls, I think. Wow. Take the cam with you. I would if it was wireless. There's legit golf ball sized hail all over the place out there. They're hitting the roof. They're all over my deck. You can't even see my deck. It's so covered in hail right now. That is absolutely insane. I apologize for the derpiness. I know that's insane on a YouTube video, but I just wanted to go make sure everything was going to be alright. Shouldn't be too bad. Sitting in the hail. I'm sitting in the hail. The lake here. So you could actually consider a couple of settles over here. You could consider another settle there and then another settle here. Depending on what's down this way, you could actually consider just a couple settles here. Settle right on that lake with that luxury. But, I mean, it's not really necessary. There's your boost to sailing, which is not really an intent, but in this case, I think I go ahead and work this. I'd rather just have the growth, to be honest with you. I'd rather just have the growth than wait for all that. Because when you think about it, it's 3 turns faster on the monument, but we get growth twice as fast. So in 8 turns, we'll be able to work 2 tiles, and that will probably be 12 turns on the monument anyway, or 13 at the most, right? And then at least we'll be popped 2 right away. I think that's the better way to do it. Right. Hail seems to be coming down there now. So +4 campus there. So what I'll end up doing is I'll work with this builder. I'll work this, and that. The pasture will give us our boost, of course, to horseback riding, and then we'll have a couple of 2-3 tiles. It seems to be really, really strong. Go like that. Mountain goes in there and dies. Wow, really big mountain range. Excuse me. Stonehenge. Let me go there because I can do it in the same turn. I'll tell you the reason I did that. If I went to here, I would have to wait until the next turn to improve the tile. Then I would go to here and have to wait till the next turn again to improve the tile, and then I would move my way down here. In this case, what will happen is I was able to immediately improve a tile right there, and then go to here, and then improve the tile, and then move across in there. So it's actually saved me a turn because of the movement, the lack of movement costs moving around here. So that's the reason I do that. I'm going to move in this direction because there's definitely a barb hut over here that's going to have been alerted to our position. We're going to hopefully find some defensive positions that we can do our thing. Grabbing the monument will help with the civics tree, of course. I don't mind the idea of going with another settler and then just being ready to accelerate quickly. We are 7 turns from being able to do our encampment. I would prefer not to be halfway through a settler at that point. Because you don't need that many cities, you might as well just wait until you do have the 50% production. to put at the last 2 or even 1. Again, very important in a military game, especially with Scythia, where you're going to want to push the horses. Do not hesitate. Do not make any moves that are any way indicative of hesitating towards military. The monument, like I said, would be strong. It would help push through that a little bit, and then we could go to units. We are 9 turns away from the Agogi tile, although we will get the 3. Actually, no, we're less than that once we finish. So we can go with monument in 8 turns, and probably with the tile improvements, it'd be more like 6. And then craftsmanship will be done when we get the 3 tile improvements done in a similar amount of time. And then, yeah. Should be good. Another river down here. So we'll pop up on that. There, go to there. We'll be right on his heels. There. You go ahead and improve that tile. Now it's down to 5. Craftsmanship is 7, but 1 onto the hill is 2. Actually, you know what? I think we're actually done that. I'm actually going to go off of that and come down here, because I'm pretty sure that's done. I'm pretty sure that's done. It's hard to tell sometimes. It often gets you and you need 1 more turn, but once we get that last tile improvement, we'll get the boost. There's no point in wasting. This goodie hut. Nice river down here. So you could potentially go city number 3, city number 4. That way, like, there's probably opponents in both directions, more than likely. So that will kind of give you, you know, build units there, go that way, build units there, go that way, and you've kind of got a forward settle in each direction, if you will. So grab that goodie hut. Experience. Not bad. Take that horseman down there, and you go to there. Next turn. Now this is interesting. The Netherlands denounced us, and now I see a warrior coming. So this is good news in 2 different points. Now we didn't get the first meet, which kind of sucks. Who's that? Vilnius? Okay. But it's good to know that Vilnius is here, because wherever that good or whatever that barb hut is, they're probably, it looks like he's injured already, so he's helping out against that barb hut. So I don't need to worry about it. I can actually turn around and move back in this direction, and if he tries to come through this pathway, it'd be like a scene from 300. Here he comes. 100%. Here he comes 100%. Let's go ahead and purchase a slinger. I do want to finish the monument, I gotta be honest. That's the boost to craftsmanship. How much you want to bet it screwed me? It did. It's gonna want to get me another turn. What a bunch of jerks. Yeah, she denounced me for whatever reason. She's like, "Hey, we're coming at you." It's not unusual. It's not unusual. The first person they meet, they will often come and attack you on deity. You have to be ready for it. But they're gonna get crushed. I mean, if she goes to war, it's funny because we'll keep running that, but we will turn a Gogi on because if she goes to war with me, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna step up on this hill, because if she goes to war with me and declares, then her units have to jump back here, I don't know. Maybe they'll have one jump over here. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you. But if they declare, her unit should jump back, which means she'd have to come right back through that same area, right? Well, I'm not worried about that. She's going to have to come back when she declares. Yeah, that's what I said, Megalodon. Yeah, the barbarians up here, you can already tell that the city-states was injured. So that's the reason why. I don't know, maybe you're on a delay or something like that. But yeah. So they're going to handle the barbs. I don't have to worry about it myself. I already changed that. In one turn, I can start pumping out the slingers. Oh, he turned around.
I'm also interested.
He turned around. We'll grab archery on our way to horseback riding. We have our encampment ability in there now. What I would actually do is start to talk about where I would put stuff and things. There's iron there. No iron there. No iron here. Wow. And no iron there. Alright, so this iron is actually out of the reach of our capital. So settling on this lake is almost a definite now. At this point, settling on the lake is almost 100% definite thing you gotta do to grab that iron. So here's an idea that I would have. Are you guys ready for this idea? If you put a campus there, and you were to put another city over here, you could settle that and put their campus here, I guess. Or you just settle in here and keep... Because I like the location of that city. I wouldn't necessarily nerf that at all. So what I would do is I would go ahead and settle... maybe here. And then you could go with their campus there. So that's a +4 and that's a +3. And then you could put their encampment there. You could put this city's commercial hub there if you wanted to add an adjacency to that, making it a 5. Even though you would take away, you could chop the stone and you take away the hill. But you've got hills here. You've got hill here. You've got good tiles. You don't need the city to be unbelievably hyper-productive. You don't have to do that either. That would add an adjacency, which would be great for that. You could also put the commercial hub out here. My thought is you put the encampment there. Maybe not, actually. Maybe put the encampment there. Commercial hub here, and then you leave... Oh, no, it's going to be a farming triangle anyway, because this could be a farming triangle there, but that's so... I'm not really worried about that. There's a farming triangle there as well. I'm not going to worry about it. Because I like the idea of the encampment there, and I like the idea of the commercial hub there. So that's kind of your 3 districts there. This city here... Commercial hub's actually too far away there, but it doesn't really matter. Put it anywhere. So I kind of like this. And not worrying about that. Keep the production. You could eat the stone and put a mine in there. And then the campus is still fine at a +4. So what I would do right now is I would spend the 55 gold, lock in the cost at 7 turns. What was I building in there? Another slinger? Yeah, I would go with another slinger. But then I would go to the encampment and get that done. Start working the Great People points towards Great General. Because, yeah, this guy definitely feels like he needs to come at me. There's definitely a desire to flex happening there. So grab that encampment. This wouldn't be great to be attacked here, but it is across the river, and the double retaliation gets him killed. Move this slinger into position here so that I could step in and attack as well from there. And do a triple retaliation. I like my chances standing on this hill across the river if he ever attacked that. And of course, like I said,
of trade, I suppose.
Like I said, he would have to step out before he could finish declaring the war. There and there. Now, we're not using that at the very, very moment, but there's not really anything else that helps us at this point. We're almost at our Pantheon. It's a bluff. We'll go here, get that early Empire card so we can get our last two settlers out. I wish they'd just go ahead and attack already. There's the boost to early Empire for the... so we're 6 away on that now. Now, the encampment over here, we definitely want to plan out where it's going to go, and so we can lock in the cost for that as well. Although we don't have the money to buy the tile yet, anyway. Trader. Yeah, generally speaking, but you can still get warmongering penalties if you got declared on and you retaliate. You know what I just thought of? I kind of screwed that up. Well, no, it's not really screwed up at the moment. That's fine, I can still change it. So this city's campus would go here. It would take up a hill, which would suck, but it is a +2. And then the commercial hub for this city could go... potentially there. But you know what I was just thinking? The encampment I put out here, I could have actually changed that around. Maybe even put it over like there. I would think we could put this city's encampment there. Like that. And then this city could put their commercial hub there. And then eventually, at some point, we could put another district there to help the both commercial hubs. So you could put, like, let's say an entertainment complex, just as an example. Or for that matter, you could actually put just you could actually just put an aqueduct without even having to worry about it. You could put an aqueduct right here, or you could put the commercial hub there and the aqueduct there. If you wanted to plop down the commercial hub without chopping down the tree at the beginning. But in either case. You could just go like that, and then this city becomes a 2 for, or sorry, a +2 for the river and a +2 for adjacencies, and the same with this commercial hub becomes a +4 as well. So both commercial hubs are +4. Gold is very important, and I run towards domination, so that's good to go. So I like all of that right there, which means we need a builder in order to place our encampment. So we go ahead and build the builder here. We would come out there, chop down the jungle into the encampment, and pump that out. And then we would, you know, probably improve these, or actually improve one of those and probably improve the luxury. It doesn't make any difference. The encampment doesn't make any difference where you put it. It has to be, it can't be next to the city center, though. That's the only thing. Oh, here comes the string. They got a great big line of guys. He wants to fight me so bad, but he can't get into a position. It's funny, they want to fight me so bad, but I think that the computer's AI, I think like the processing for when to go to war, they can't get into a position where it wants to actually go to war because they're just like in a funnel. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's so funny. So I like all of this, actually. I like all of that. And then this city would absolutely put their campus here. Like that. And then they could put their encampment there. Like that. If they wanted. Although you'd probably actually... It's hard to say, like... I was thinking, like, eventually you could have an extra adjacency on that, but you just go ahead and keep it as it is, I think. That having this one here is smart, but I would probably put this city's encampment like forward like this, just so that it's kind of like, you know, if we go to war with Greece, for instance, we could have them come in and then just retaliate with the encampment, and then put the commercial hub here like that. Eat the stone into the commercial hub, get the extra adjacency. It's a +3, +3. This is a +4. This is a +4. These are both +4s. This would be a +3 campus here, and then eventually you could also actually put another district there in order to help that campus as well, if you wanted to. So I like everything the way this is laying out, to be honest with you. I would even consider the well, yeah, you got 4 cities. That's lots. 4 cities. I was gonna say. Yeah, that's good. 4 campuses.
I shot an arrow into the air.
These guys don't even know what to do with themselves right now. It's so funny. So you could push out to the horses. Did we find horses? Oh my god! I just realized we haven't found horses. Oh my god. Oh my god! This entire game's a reset if you don't find horses. I just realized we hadn't found horses. I was saying that earlier. We got to make sure we go find horses, and then I got distracted by all the other things. Wow. Yowzer. I just thought of that. Oh my god. I need to get a scout and go find... Hopefully there's horses over here somewhere. And I can go get a city on this. I kind of want these. We might have to go to 5 cities. That is hilarious. No point in pushing to this yet. Grab pottery so we can get our granaries, I guess. Yeah, this guy doesn't even know what he's doing. Pantheon. God of the Forge, not there anymore. In a military game... Goddess of the Harvest isn't as valuable, although when you're chopping stuff out, being able to get free builders, at the very least, in a Monumentality Golden Age isn't too bad. But... yeah, there's not a lot of other options. God of the Forge is ideal, but you didn't get there, so what's the difference, right? There's nothing here that appeals to me. So you just take it and then allow it to give you a really strong Golden Age, I guess. Yeah, this is insane. I'm gonna have to go this way. We're gonna have to go this way and find horses. We're actually over 40 again. They've taken off. They're like, screw this, we're getting out of here. There's the encampment. Oh, another night. This is a nice city actually out here. We gotta pray for horses. We're going bonus turns to find horses. We're going bonus turns. Come on, baby. Oh my god. Such a troll. Auto host from the GM. Thank you very much, game mechanic. Wow. Wow. You could go barracks to help push the Great General points. At this point, I'm sure we're probably the only ones getting points. There's nobody else getting them. So we'll be the only ones there anyway. Grabbing the trader is nice. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the trader. That is such a troll. Scythia doesn't need horses. Does no one even know what he's doing? Has he even played this game before?
Look back over the past.
Faith is out. Settler card in. Confirm policies. Oh my gosh. I gotta head up here. You're getting bonus turns, folks. I don't care. State workforce. Get her done. Appoint. Capital. Done.
I thought Clay must feel happy in the...
Why? It's all hills. There's not gonna be horses in the hills. Like, so at this point, I mean, it's such a great setup. I love these cities. I love, like, there's gonna be great campuses in order to help push your science along. You couldn't ask for a much better setup. All I can say at this point is that you would have to put together an archer rush. I would start pumping out slingers, rush with some archers, and go find a city, an opposing city that has horses. You kind of have no choice. It's insane. Maybe you go get... Yeah, because these guys have pretty big armies to not have horses. That is just such a troll. It completely skipped my mind as we kind of got into the game and the whole hail debacle. And, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better setup. You couldn't ask for 4 better cities just to get you going. Lots of hills in production. Get your encampments down, get your campuses down, and go. That's just tough. Such a great setup. Now you have your iron, so you can get to knights, but then you're not taking advantage of the whole reason why you played Scythia, right? Is to grab your horses. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We got iron. We're gonna get iron with this city here. Damn it. Damn you. Oh, there's Candy. Look at this city over here. You gotta put a city here just because look at it. Oh my god. The humanity. Folks, I can't take it anymore. I hope you enjoyed this derpy episode of First 40 Turns, or in this case 46. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow. The troll is strong in this one. We'll see you next time, folks. Bye-bye.